Good morning everyone. In previous video we were discussing about the water. Water exists into the three forms. One is the solid, liquid and gas. We can change of water from one form to another by cooling or by heating. So in previous video we are discussing when we heat the ice, it converts into the water, and when we heat the water, it converts into the water vapors or steam. When we cool the steam or water vapors, they convert into the water, and when we cool the water, we get the ice. I think you have seen when you boil the water, boil the milk. When milk is boiled, some vapors they deposit on the plate, and after when they are cool, and after that you will see they become the drops of the water. When water vapors comes in the contact of the cold surface, they convert into the drops of the water. Okay, so now in solid form, in the solid form, water occurs on the earth as the snow and ice present in the ice caps at the poles of the earth, snow covered mountains and glaciers. So where solid form is found? As snow and ice present in the ice caps and at the poles of the earth and snow covered mountains and glaciers. In the liquid form, water occurs as the water present in the oceans, lakes, rivers and underground water. Or in gaseous form, water is present and the vapors in the atmosphere. These three forms of the water, that is the solid, liquid and gas, undergoes continuous cycling to keep the total amount of water on the earth constant. Such a continuous cycling of the water in nature is called water cycle. What is the water cycle? A continuous cycling continuous cycling of water in nature is called water cycle. Definition is clear. A continuous cycling of water in nature is called water cycle. Now, sources of the water. There are the two types of two sources of the water on the earth. One is the surface water and second is groundwater. Sources of water, first is surface water, second is groundwater. So first of all we discuss about the groundwater. Groundwater and surface water. If you dig sand on a beach, कभी आप समुद्र के किनारे गए हो, at a certain depth the sand soil appear the most wet. The moisture or wetness in the soil sand indicate the presence of the water. At certain depth you may find water in the between the soil particles and rock pieces. That is water table. The upper level where all the pores in the soil and gaps between the rocks are filled with water is called the water table. That is underground water. That is the layer of the water that is known as the water table. So the upper level where all the pores in the soil and gaps between the rocks are filled with water is called water table. अब वाटर टेबल कैसे किसको कहेंगे हम? जैसे आपने गिलास में पानी ले लिया, जो ऊपर की सतह होती है दैट इज नोन एज द वाटर टेबल. Water table is measured from the earth's surface. Thus, it may also be defined as follows: the minimum depth in the soil where all the pore space are filled with water is called the water table. Water table may vary from less than a meter to several meters. Water tables varies from place to place and season to season. Suppose here is water is the 80 feet. In the desert, it will go down long distances. It may be 120 more than the 180, 200. So, water table varies from place to place and season to season. In rainy season, water table comes up. In the summer season, it go down. So it fall down during the summers and rises up during the rainy season. फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग द वाटर टेबल, वो कौन कौन से फैक्टर्स हैं जो वाटर टेबल को अफेक्ट करते हैं? वाटर टेबल इज अफेक्टेड बाय द टू फैक्टर्स. नंबर वन, एवरेज रेनफॉल इन दैट एरिया, कितनी बारिश हुई. सेकेंड, यूज ऑफ द ग्राउंड वाटर, हम कितना यूज कर रहे हैं. So there are the two factors that affecting water table. Number one, average rainfall in that area, and second, use या pumping out of the groundwater. Causes for the lowering of the water table. Water table नीचे क्यों जाती है? Number one, poor rainfall. Maybe due to the large scale cutting of the trees. We cut the trees and there will be no rain. सेकेंड इज एक्सेसिव यूज ऑफ द ग्राउंड वाटर, हम ज्यादा से ज्यादा पानी ग्राउंड में से निकाल लेते हैं. दैट्स वाई इट इज कॉजेज फॉर द लोअरिंग ऑफ द वाटर टेबल.